These people just want them. Sorry, I was just closing that door. So I was telling you, I want to tell you what the problem is here. So if you check it, and I'm gonna open here a blank sheet para que ustedes lo puedan ver acá. This is something I explained yesterday, but probably I have to think of another way. Just a second. I don't know what happens. It seems like my internet is a little bit slow. Okay. Let me change it. Probably just a second. Just a second. I'm gonna share my screen so you see it. I'm gonna explain why that one it's a mistake. So for a minute, yours it's going to stop, okay? Adolfo, va a detenerse la suya. Voy a presentar mi pantalla.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the thing. I can tell you the following structures. I want a new house. This one, it's very small for my family. That's one. Another one, I want a new house. For this one, it's a very small family. Now, if you see here, these first sentences, these first pair of sentences are correct because they tell you two independent ideas. Estas son dos ideas independientes. So that means that they can be alone. Esa es la idea con los independent clauses. Los independent clauses son oraciones que tienen sentido solo, solas, ¿ok?
Okay.
That is the first sentence. Entonces yo puedo tener una oración que diga, I want Coke, I am thirsty. Quiero una Coca-Cola, estoy sediento. That is an example of two independent clauses. I can link them or I can combine them with a coordinating conjunction. I am thirsty, so I'm gonna drink a Coke. Or since I am for using for, I am thirsty. Sorry, I am going to drink a Coke for I am thirsty. You see that it's possible. Now, your compound sentences can never be linked with a semicolon, with a comma. Sorry, you cannot say I want a new house, comma. This one is very small for my family. If you do that, this one, you have here, it's a comma, splice. Let me put it here like this, comma, splice. Two ideas that need to be connected with a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon. That is this. Okay. What is the other options for connecting this idea? I want a new house, semicolon. This one, it's very small for my family. Okay, so what is the situation in this example that you, or in this exercise you gave me? Simple. You were connecting, let me make it bigger. Good evening. This one.
Good evening.
Hello. So this one,
Hi, Arlene.
I think no puede escuchar Arlene, o no nos puede contestar. Oh, okay, hello. So this one cannot be connected with a comma. Por eso la que está incorrecta es la última. La otra es también. Tenés un for, luego tenés un semicolon, tenés un punto y coma, o tenés la oración separada. ¿Ok? ¿Sí me entienden por qué? Adolfo, do you understand why?
Yeah, it's clear. But for example, in this exercise, it's appeared this message. Look at this.
Exactly, es la explicación, ¿no? Correcto. Una coma no puede unir dos oraciones.
But the first one is present
Porque tiene un
present
coordinating
for
conjunction.
coordinating
Acuérdate que los
conjunction.
coordinating conjunctions te ayudan a combinar ideas.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
And what was the other one that you have problems with?
With a lot. This one.
Okay. The sentence that it's incorrect. Exactamente. ¿Por qué? Porque está en una oración. Ahí tenés eating a balanced diet. What? It doesn't make sense. Porque esta es una idea inconclusa.
Okay. That
Okay.
was.
Okay. Any other question here?
No questions.
No questions?
Sorry.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay, good. So important here, just to wrap this up, when you're working with compound sentences, you need a comma and you need the coordinating conjunction. The coordinating conjunctions are the fanboys. You need to use it right in the middle, and before the coordinating conjunction, you need the comma. That is basically it. If there are no questions, we're going to continue now. And this is what we're going to do. I am going to present to you, I'm going to give you the following video. And I would like you to take the next 5, probably 6 minutes. And this is an explanation of the topic we're going to be working today. So let's take 5 minutes. Let's watch this video individually, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Let's get to work it. Okay, people, finish? Or do you need a couple of minutes?
Hello?
Yes, Adolfo, did you finish?
Teacher,
Yes.
wait a minute. I begin late.
Okay, okay. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, finish, Charlene?
Finish, teacher.
Okay, finish, Solomon. Finish, Adolfo, Arlene?
Finish.
Yes, yes.
Teacher,
Tell me.
have you used an app that is called Grammarly?
Grammarly, yes, I have used it.
That's a free app or you must to pay for it?
I think it's a very, very good app. I think it's top notch, and I consider it's a good tool. But that depends on people's usage. If you write a lot in English, it's a good investment. If not, the free version it's good enough.
Oh, I didn't know that it exists a free version.
Yes,
Okay, thanks.
yes, it's very good. Okay, so Arlene finished.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with Salomon. Tell us, Salomon, what is a complex sentence according to this video? It was a short video. It's okay, video.
Okay, a complex sentence is when we have one independent sentence plus one dependent sentence. So, and we can uh, identify when we have maybe a fanboy at the beginning of each sentence and the sentence don't have sense for itself.
Okay. Okay. Adolfo, what did you understand here?
Sure. To be honest, I copied the message that appeared in the video. It's an independent clause that can be a sentence by itself, and watermark dependent clause which can be sentenced by themselves, all put together in one big sentence.
Okay, good. Arlene, can you give us an example?
Yes. Sorry. Me quedó una tos de perro.
But
Okay.
you're feeling better.
Yes, I feel better, but it's terrible because I can't smell and I can't read not anything.
Okay.
Today I wake up and my dog se cagó ahí en medio y mire, nada me di cuenta.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Okay.
it will take days.
Example.
Uh,
Okay. An example could be let me think. Okay. When she
mhm.
when she give me 1 second. Déjeme armar la idea.
Okay.
I will try. If it is not correct, you
Don't
correct.
worry. That it's actually the idea.
Okay. When she is doing her homework, she forgot to talk
Mm-hmm.
when she doing her homework. She forgot to to ask the teacher for the rules to follow.
Okay. Okay. Kind of
No?
okay. Let's take a look at what this is, because this is very important. I had explained to you that my idea was to move on to working on the writing process.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing, when we talk about sentences and the sentence variety types, we said that sentences can be classified into the type of clause they are. An example or a category in this case is dependent and independent clauses. When I talk about independent clauses, I talk about full sentences. Now, if I talk about dependent clauses, I am talking about a phrase that has been altered or it has been affected by a word that comes at the beginning. This word, it's a subordinating conjunction. Now, you may ask me what is a subordinating conjunction. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you this. This is available in the classroom. And let me just place it. It's not this one. It is uh, just a second. I don't know why I can find it here. It's not this one. Just a second, please. Where is it? I don't find it. Jesus. Give me 1 second because I can't seem to find it. Okay. Let me put it here. So I was telling you that when we talk about complex sentences, we are talking about sentences that are composed of two elements. These two elements are the dependent clause and an independent clause with a comma in the middle. So as this is loading, because I don't know why it's taking so long, let me tell you this. A complex sentence, I'm moving this way. So a complex sentence, it's a sentence that is composed of a dependent clause and an independent clause. That is a phrase that starts with a subordinating conjunction in a full sentence. Now, some examples of subordinating conjunctions are, let me give you some ideas here, some words here. Let me see if I can find it right here, because I should have it. I don't know why I can find it there. We have studied this list. This list, it's about conjunctions and okay, here it is. So let me share this. This is a linking words list, and I was telling you that when we talk about the complex sentence, we're talking about a sentence that at the beginning will have a phrase. This phrase has something we call a subordinating conjunction. Now, let me show you subordinating conjunctions. These you have here, people, it's what we call subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions normally come at the beginning of a phrase or at the beginning of a sentence, and they affect the meaning of the sentence that you are expressing. Let me give you an example. If I want to talk about condition, I say if, right? Or only if, or unless, until, provided that, assuming that, etc. These words, when they come at the beginning, they are followed by a complete sentence that in the end, it is not a complete sentence because it's affected by this conjunction. So it is a phrase. Then I will need a comma. And after the comma, I am going to need a new sentence that it's gotta be a full sentence. For example, if it rains, only if you study hard or unless we complete our papers in time, or provided that we are having problems with the printer at the moment. So these sentences that you are listening are affected by the subordinating conjunction because it requires more information to finish this message. So these are examples of subordinators which come at the beginning of the sentence and affect the meaning of this phrase. Let me give you here some illustrations. I got that job. If you see that it's a sentence. But whenever I put a subordinating conjunction at the beginning, I affect the meaning of this sentence, and it's no longer a sentence. Since I got that job And then you ask, what? Okay, I get a comma. Since I got that job, comma, I starting earning more money. You see? So this you have here, this is the subordinating conjunction. Then it affects the meaning of this one. That's why I always need a comma there. Another example here, it's because people are investing in real estate, comma, houses in town are more expensive than ever. You see, again, this because here, it's a subordinating conjunction. Other example might be where you found your sister last time. It is the place she likes to go to celebrate birthdays. This where at the beginning affects the meaning of this phrase. So it is needing or it needs more information. Let me give you just one more example. Unless the assessment is completed on time, we will not stop trying to improve our services. You see, that word at the beginning can actually be altering the meaning of the sentence. Now, another thing that it's important here is that you can move or you can change the position of the sentences in the way they are organized. For example, I started earning more money since I got that job. What happens here? The difference is that instead of putting it at the beginning, I put it at the end. And so I don't need a comma there. Okay? The same may happen here when you say houses in town are more expensive than ever because people are investing in real estate. You see, since I moved it, I don't need the comma. Let me make a parenthesis here and I'm going to say this in Spanish. El because nunca lleva una coma antes, ¿ok? Es bien, bien, bien importante. Nunca pongan una coma antes de because, porque no funciona así el because, a menos que venga because y luego la oración y una coma. Pero antes de because no puede haber una coma, ¿ok? And the same happens here. I can invert it. The place sister likes to celebrate birthdays is where you found her the last time. You see? That it's the structure there. Now, in the last one, it's the same. We will not stop trying to improve our services unless the assessment is completed on time. You see? Therefore, all of these are subordinating conjunctions which make up for complex sentences. When I talk about complex sentences, I am talking about sentences that they start with a subordinating conjunction. When, where, who, which, what, because, since, if, unless, even though, even when, etc. So these are examples of complex sentences. Questions up here. Questions up here, people.
I have a question to show.
Go ahead.
And the video, we saw that it was a complex sentence,
Mhm.
and the structure that it appeared, and you had first independent clause plus dependent clause.
Mhm.
Uh, the independent clause start like subordinate conjunction. Is this gonna be all the time? I mean, always is gonna be the same structure.
You have two possibilities for this structure. One is the one that you have here in the letters A, B, C, D, and the other it's when in the examples of the eyes. For example, here, since comes at the beginning, you have a comma when you finish the first sentence and then a full sentence. But here you don't have that. Here you have it all at once, but it continues to be a complex sentence because it has more content to it. Does that answer your question, Adolfo?
No, really, sure. Could you
Okay.
repeat, please?
Yes. Let me put it like this. You have the two formats. Format one, when you say, since I got that job, I started earning more money. That it's a complex sentence. And the other possibility you have is to say that I started earning more money since I got that job. The two possibilities are correct. Okay, so you have two options here. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it's fine. It's clear.
Okay. Salomon, questions here. Arlene, questions.
Teacher, I have a question.
Go ahead.
The order of the sentence is always the same. For example, in the video we saw that is first we had an independent clause and plus dependent clause. This is the order always. First independent and second dependent clause.
It depends what you want to do. It's the same that I explained a minute ago. Both cases, these ones are the same. The difference is I start with the dependent clause or I finish with the dependent clause. The difference is
Okay.
if I start with the dependent clause, I need a comma, and then the rest of the sentence, it's the independent clause. Okay,
Okay.
or I can start with independent clause, and
Okay.
then the rest, it's the dependent clause. Okay? Does that answer your question, Arlene?
Yes, sorry, que es que ando hoy grave.
Don't worry.
So
Bueno,
depend of the order we can use and can don't need it the comma.
Exactly. If you put it at the end, you don't need the comma. If you put it at the beginning, you do need the comma.
repeat this.
Okay. If you
I,
start your sentence with a subordinating conjunction,
uh-huh.
you need the comma. But if you
Okay,
finish the sentence with a subordinating conjunction,
you
you
don't need a
do
comma.
not need a comma.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any question? Any questions?
No questions.
I have another question. This type of grammar is usually used in a formal English or in a informal English.
This is for formal, informal writing, because this is writing. Okay.
Right.
Sorry about the noise, okay? I adopted a cat from the street, a little cat. So that's why you hear a cat all the time.
How
Sorry.
many cats
So
did you?
just one,
One
just
cat?
one. One cat.
Ah,
It's a small cat, but it seems to be 1 month old. So it's crying and crying. So that's why you hear him. But it's not that it's mistreated, okay? No hay esté maltratado. It's only that it's too young. It's looking for his mother. I don't know where it is. So let's do something. People, right now, I just sent you an exercise. This exercise reviews precisely this explanation I was given about the coma or not coma. Let's take 5 minutes. Again, let's try to do as much as we can in 5 minutes, and then we check together, okay? It's the one that I just sent you over the chat box. Let's take 5 minutes to work on it, please. Finish, everyone? Or do you need a couple of minutes?
Please, not yet, and I didn't
Okay.
finish.
I'm finished, teacher. Teacher, one question. Que, the cabinets and cupboards is the same word. It's like a synonym.
Yeah, it's a synonym. Yes.
Synonyms. Okay. Cupboards.
Cupboard.
Cupboard. Okay. My score is 90.
90. Good. Good.
90. Yeah.
And Arlene?
Ya casi. Pues.
Okay.
I'm finished.
Okay. How did it go? Arlene?
Yes?
How did it go?
The 8.
80?
Yes. The
Okay.
score. Is it? Say no. Show my score.
Okay. What is your score? It seems like Adolfo left the call. Okay, Arlene, how much?
What, teacher?
How many points did you get?
I have, well, puntito verde.
Yes, but nobody gives you the grade. Él te da la nota.
Yes, I have, the score is, uy, me sale un 0.30.
People, give me a second. Give me a second, please.
Cero 40.
Sorry, people. Yes. How much you said, Arlene? How
60.
much? What? 60.
60. Sí.
60, 60. Okay, so important. Let me just remind you of this. The position of the comma depends on where you place the subordinator. If you put it at the beginning, you know that there is going to be a comma. That is the case of because it is raining, comma, people study French. I'm inventing, right? I'm just giving you a crazy sentence. Or since the beginning of, since people started having cell phones, communication became easier. Okay, those are the examples where you need comma. But if you move it, if you move the subordinating conjunction and the subordinated idea to the end, you no longer need a comma. Okay, so very good. So we're going to continue now, and
¿Qué
I'm
pasó
going
con
to.
Adolfo?
Sorry,
¿Y Adolfo?
I don't know. It seems like he
Connection.
disconnected. Probably connection.
It is raining in there.
It was there was a little bit of thunderstorm, but that was it.
Sí, sí. Está lloviendo.
Okay. So the second thing, it's compound. There is a second type of sentences that it's what we call compound complex sentences. This is the last type of sentence that I want us to work with. Again, I'm going to send you this link. This one is a little bit shorter. This is only 4 minutes. I would like you to see. Adolfo, did you have internet problems?
Yeah, sure. I had to change the network.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, I lost almost 20 minutes.
Okay, so did you do the exercise? How much you got?
Sorry?
How much you got in the exercise?
I didn't, sure.
Oh, you didn't do the exercise. Okay, do it later. We're going to move on. You can check the recording. Basically, that exercise it's about comma placement. So if you put it at the beginning with the subordinating conjunction at the start of the sentence, you need a comma. If it comes at the end, you don't need a comma. Right now,
Okay.
we are going to work on, you're going to watch the following video. This is the other type of sentence we're going to see today. And then we're going to work on some exercises. Okay, this video, it's 4 minutes. So let's watch it, please.
Hello, grammarians. Hello, Rosie. Hi, Paige. So in this video, we're going to talk about compound complex sentences. So we just covered complex sentences in the last
Finish? People finish watching?
Finish, teacher.
Okay, so here we're talking about the second sentence, the last, sorry, sentence variety. And this is what we call the compound complex sentence. The compound complex sentence, it is a combination of a compound of a complex sentence at the beginning of the sentence. It is a combination of a complex sentence at the beginning and a compound sentence at the end of the statement. It is the longest form of the sentence variety. Okay, so some examples for this one might be, although many people believe otherwise, aunque otra gente piense distinto, this is what it means. Studying English might not be so difficult in getting better jobs because of it, of course. Okay, that is an example of a complex, a compound complex sentence. So it's going to start with the complex part, that in this case, it is a combination of a complex sentence at the beginning at the beginning and a compound sentence at the end of the statement. And it's the longest form, and it combines definitely the use of coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Other example might be, since we started having lessons, people are growing interested in learning, so they practice every day. You see, that it's a combination of a compound and complex sentence. Questions up here? Questions here? No questions? Okay, if there are no questions, it's time for us to start working. So we're going to go to the classroom. And in the classroom, we have this exercise about complex and compound complex sentences. I would like you to go to this one, and I would like you to work on the first 6 exercises for this page. This is complex sentences. In compound complex sentences, I would like you to do the first 6 as well. Okay, so we're going to take somewhere between 7 to 8 to 10 minutes. Please make sure you do this. Again, I'll repeat, from this exercise, writing complex and compound complex sentences, you're going to work complex sentences, the first 6, and then you're going to do this one, compound complex sentence, the first 6. Okay, complex sentences and compound complex, the first 6. Okay,
Okay.
let's get to work, people, and then we check it together.
Teacher, could you share me the link, please?
Yes, for the class.
For the class. I changed the computer and I erased the
That is the one.
links.
Okay, guys, so let's check. Did you finish?
Teacher, I finished the first exercise, but the second I can download the file. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Let me check.
I don't know if it's my network speed.
Well, you may download it. I think probably it's your speed.
Oh, now yeah, yep. Now
Let,
yeah, I got it. Yep.
let's work on the first one, on the complex sentences. And tomorrow we're going to work on the other. Arlene, did you finish? Oh, Arlene disconnected. Adolfo, did you finish?
That's the complex sentence, teacher.
Don't worry, let's finish this one and tomorrow we check the other one. So let's just remember a couple of things. When we talk about complex sentences, we are talking about sentences that they either start or finish with a subordinating conjunction. That is example of while, when, which, where, since, if, although, though, etc. So number one, it's given. It's while we sang at the concert. Parents recorded the show with their voice, with their video cameras. What about number two?
Okay. When we get summer vacations, we will be going to camp.
Okay, that is right. When we get summer vacations, we will be going to camp. That's totally correct. Number three, Salomon.
I put when we went to the park, that changed the flat tire.
Say it again, please.
When we went to the park, comma,
Mm-hmm.
that changed the
Okay,
flat tire.
but it's right, that it's possible. Number four, Adolfo.
The police searched every house because somebody entered to a store in the neighborhood.
Okay, that it's true. That it's true. That it's correct. Number five, Salomon.
I like to eat cotton candy because I love sugar without
Okay,
comma.
okay, without comma. In both cases, without comma. And number six, Adolfo, what do you have there?
Okay. Once you have finished the English homework, you
Okay,
can go to the movies on Saturday.
okay, perfect, perfect.
The six
Now,
I put
mhm.
while I don't use the car, you can go to the movies on Saturday.
Okay, that it's true as well, that it's also possible. That's good. So let me give you homework, people. I would like you to finish at least this exercise. You still have some 8 others. So please try to do them. Tomorrow we're going to check them. Do not work on the complex. We're going to work the complex tomorrow and we're going to practice this. Okay, so we're going to finish here and we will
Okay.
continue tomorrow. Okay, people?
Okay.
So we're free to disconnect and let's meet tomorrow night. Okay?
Okay.
Good
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 night.
night,
night.
guys.